At the buzzer last Friday night, scoring a touchdown in the final seconds up in Bastrop. The Crusaders jump back into Catholic League play this evening, facing Holy Cross. Now the Tigers trying to right the ship after dropping their last two games, and they're also trying to snap a 4-game skid in the series to Brother Martin. And it led 7-3 in the fourth quarter. Brother Martin with the ball with under 2:30 to go. Isaiah Torregano in at quarterback. Drew Martin out with an ankle injury, but Chase Rosano comes up with a big interception off the tip for Holy Cross. Now the Tigers trying to run out the clock, pick up some nice yards here, but can't. So Brother Martin would get one more chance to make something happen. Remember, comeback win in the final seconds last week. Could they do it again this week? They need 54 yards for a touchdown. Last play of the game, Torregano heaves the Hail Mary, but the prayer not answered tonight for Brother Martin. Tigers knock it down, and Holy Cross's defense comes through big. They win 7-3 tonight.